What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis, Mike Tyson. Ryan Garcia was on an episode of Hot Boxing with Mike. And, Ryan was saying how good he was, how quick he was, how better than he was with anybody in the lightweight division. And Mike Tyson, being who he is, wants everybody to fight everybody else. You know the spirit of the warrior. Said, let's FaceTime this you-know-what. Right? So, he FaceTimes Gervonta Tank Davis at that particular point of time. And Ryan and Gervonta Tank Davis went at it. I mean, Ryan was like, hey, you know what? You're going to need a ladder to hit me. How tall are you? You're going to need a Stairmaster to hit me. You can't hit me. You've never fought lightweight in your life. And Gervonta Tank Davis countered with, if that would have been me that hit you, you would have been out. You wouldn't have got up. You've got knocked down by a person that can't punch. Right? And the whole time, Ryan and Gervonta are going at it. Mike Tyson was like, you gonna let this nigga get away with it? You gonna let them do it, get away with it? You see he talking mad shit, right? This, that, and this and that. You gonna let this punk get away with this? What's the world coming to? Right? So Tank Davis, I think it got under his skin for a minute. I know these guys are good at woofing and beefing. They got a lot of energy. They're younger. So they can talk, and woof back and forth. A lot of people don't have the energy for it. However, these two do. Ryan Garcia was saying, I'm too pretty for you. I'm too pretty. I'm like Muhammad Ali. I'm too pretty. You ain't pretty enough to be a champion. Right? And he starts dancing, this, that, and the other. And he's calling out Tank Davis and then, Mike again hit him with, you gonna let him get away with this? You gonna what? You gonna let him get away with this? What you gonna let this motherfucker get away with this? And Tank said, I'm fighting him next. Just like that. And everybody was like, whoa, right? And then Ryan was like, you heard him, y'all. You heard him. You heard him say, we're gonna fight next. Now, I think Ryan did a good job. I think Mike Tyson did a better job to get this fight going, because I think Tank, he was, Hot Boxing with Mike is probably one of the hottest podcasts next to Joe Rogan's podcast, right? And I think Tank knew that people were going to see it. I think, it got on his skin a little bit, and he did say something emotional like, hey, I'm making that fight next. Like, make the fucking fight happen, right? Make the fucking fight happen. So, we have a agreement, right? Verbal agreement that these guys are going to fight next. Gervonta Tank Davis don't want to wait. He wants to make the date, right? Don't wait. Make the date. And we have these superstars in the sport. Ryan Garcia has been tested. Teofimo Lopez has been tested. Gervonta Tank Davis has not been tested at 135. But he wants that smoke. So the only roadblock would be Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya. But mostly Mayweather, because we know Mayweather is that guy that he did not really want those particular fights. He didn't want those fights with Loma. Then he wanted to fight with Loma. And I think they want to build Tank Davis's marquee status or whatnot. And I think they've done a great job, and I think they've done enough of it. But I think it's time to get these big fights. I think Gervonta Tank Davis, I think if they're going to, you have to gamble on your fighter sometimes with somebody credible. Ryan Garcia proved that he was credible by knocking out a golden Olympian. I think Tank Davis got a little emotional. And I think because he got emotional, because he felt pressured. I think he felt the pressure. Because Ryan Garcia, when he's spitting mad shit, talking mad shit. I'll leave the link below. So I think what it is, I think that Tank Davis wants to fight. And I think Tank may want a lot of these fights that he's just not able to get because he's not his own boss. Mayweather's his boss. He'll tell you that. He's his boss. Mayweather can say, I'm my own boss, but Tank can't say that. So the fight has been agreed upon, right? It has been agreed upon. They've agreed to have this particular fight. You guys tell me what you think about Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.